Cinema Steven here, and this is your review of The Sadness, a movie that is currently streaming on AMC Plus and Shudder, if you happen to have either one of those subscription services. Now, this movie came out 2 years ago, but I just recently watched it, and I have got to say that it is one of the goriest, most gruesome movies that I've seen in a really long time. Now, I'm not a type of horror fanatic that shrieks and gets scared by a lot of stuff. I've watched some pretty grimy shit, but this movie was so visceral and so intense that even I was jaw dropped at a couple of sequences here. Basically, the premise of the movie seems kind of plain, which is why I was a bit surprised why it was so good, because it's basically a virus that takes over this Taiwan city, and what it does is it doesn't turn you into a zombie or The Walking Dead or anything. What it does is it actually engages your most inner impulses to do something, whether it would be rage or other forms of violence. It's just very intense. And it's more akin to 28 Days Later, where the argument in that movie is that they're not zombies, they're not The Walking Dead, they're still alive, they're just inhibited with so much rage that they can't compress themselves to not hurt or kill anybody. Well, that's a familiar setting here in The Sadness. People just change dramatically. They're doing so many things. It's basically like The Purge. It just everybody's living out their innermost desires, whether there's something, physical or, intimate. I mean, it's a very intense movie. But if you like horror movies, I highly, highly recommend you watch The Sadness. Somehow, again, it's on AMC Plus, it's on Shudder. I didn't check to see if it's on Tubi or Freevee, but either way, this is a movie that you should definitely be watching this Halloween season that's coming up, because it is a absolute shock fest. And again, one of the best horror movies I've seen in a long time.